Hello, everyone. You already know what I'm about to say. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Address of Champions Wrestling Podcast brought to you by MyHOUSE Sports Gear. Best host on the planet, your boy Damani and Serena. How we doing?
I'm good, Damani. How are you? I lost my voice though. Jeez.
You was out partying, huh?
I was at a concert, so
What kind of concert was it?
a country concert. Chris Stapleton.
Oh, that's
Really,
my
really
cousin.
good. No,
I'm
it's
just
not.
kidding.
No, I was that's like me.
Where was it, Bethel?
No, it was it was at the Lincoln Financial Fields. Go Birds.
Okay.
So yeah, it was fun. It was a fun
You've
time.
been hitting a lot of games, right?
I've been going to a lot of the Phillies games, yes.
Yeah.
Every home Sunday game. So we're recording now. So the 18th I'll be there again.
Okay. And you've been, doing your thing with the shirts. I sent my request for my Mets shirt.
Nope. Nope. You're not getting it.
You see this? It's an evil world we live in. We can't even,
Yeah.
Well,
Can't get
talk about it. Plug your thing real quick. Let the people know
Spicy
what it
Crabs and
is.
Creations, but I can't do that because this is a work podcast. I have to do this on my own.
Man. Go follow it, check it out. But today, we have a very special guest on. This was a recommended guest, guest from episode 3, Mr. Shoot. This is one of his wrestlers, right? 2-time PIAA State Placer. Good, got that. I think he'll correct me if I'm wrong. But U17 World Team member. We got Mr. Will coming in. Let's see if we can go bring him in. Get his music playing. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling, cuz? What's up, dog?
Not too much. How are you?
Another day.
Yep.
What's
Another
happening
day.
with you?
Not too much. Just got home from school and now I'm on the podcast.
Hey, we love that. We love that. I used to, be in the school, so I would say, "How was your day?" Talk about it.
It was pretty boring. Just watched a lot of movies and a lot of study halls today.
Well,
What
that's
kind of
good.
school
So
is
a lot of my
that?
teachers they were gone.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
so I
Because
just
it's the end of the
kind
school
of
year?
they all had stuff going on, so I was just kind of like sitting there and doing nothing basically all day.
Okay.
But
Okay.
My favorite kind of day.
yeah, it was a great day.
All right. But what do you got for the rest of the day? What's on the agenda?
After this, I got practice, just like kind of our school like club practice, and then I have like my club practice right after that, and then it'll be like 8 o'clock. So then I think I'm going out to get food with one of my friends, and then going home. So I think that's the plan for
Okay.
today.
So 2 practices today.
Yep, 2 practices.
See,
But I have
that's
off
why you're a
tomorrow,
world
so
team member.
it's all right. Yeah,
All right. All
a lot
right.
of practices.
And which one are you with Kyle for the school practice, or is he both coach? He's a coach for both.
He's like the school club practice. I mean, it's he's not technically running it today, but he'll be there, and I'll probably end up having to wrestle a match or 2 against him.
Okay. How you feeling about that? You think you got him?
Yeah, I'll beat him up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sure you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big dog. All right. Well, let's talk about it. How'd you get introduced to the sport of wrestling? What brought you into this crazy thing?
Oh, when I was like 5 years old, my dad wrestled in high school and like a year or two in college. So he's
Okay.
been around it for most of his life. And I was 5 years old and one of my best friends in like preschool started doing it. So I figured I'd give it a try and my dad signed me up. And I remember just like the first like clinic I did, I wasn't very good and I was getting beat up by everyone, but it was a lot of fun and I just stuck with it. My friend ended up quitting like a couple weeks later, but I
Oh
stuck with
man.
it and now I've been doing it for a while.
Okay. And when would you say you started competing? Like right at 5, or you were just practicing?
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, like 5, 6. I mean, I just started doing like our kind of school league stuff,
Yeah.
and that was pretty fun. I was like 5 years old, wrestling 38 pounds, and just a little guy.
Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy to see because I feel like all the guys that start that young, a lot of them get burnt out, by high school.
Yeah.
Like, how do you find like the will to keep going where you avoid that burnout feeling?
I mean, just having fun in practice and like not kind of like putting too much pressure on yourself. Like a lot of times in practice, I'll lose to like some of my friends, and I just kind of get up and laugh it off because like I'm going out there and trying new moves and like letting it fly and not really worrying about the outcome. And I think that helps me get a lot better too, just as a wrestler, rather than being like super hard and strict on myself and like kind of not letting myself open up. And it just makes practice a lot more fun for like me and my partners. And I think it also just helps like open you up to new people and kind of meet new friends. I mean, I've had a couple spurts probably where I didn't really like wrestling. Like, I remember during COVID, it was just all the kind of isolation, and I'd be doing like Zoom calls, and I hated it. And there was like a couple times during that I wanted to quit, but I just like stuck it through. And then kind of once I started getting able to go back to practice, it was a lot more fun, and that's when I really learned to like have fun during practice and not like make it boring. Kind of
For sure.
enjoying practice as much as I enjoy competing. It's kind of what I try to do.
Okay. Did you do any of those Spooky Nook tournaments during COVID?
Yeah, I've done a lot of those. I would
During
do
that
like
COVID time,
basically
right?
every single one for a few years. Yeah, those were pretty tough actually. I'd go out and get my butt kicked a little bit, but yeah,
Nuts. So what grade are you in now?
I'm a junior this year,
Okay.
so
So
it'd be
so you're a
done.
little dog when those were happening.
Yeah, I was like probably sixth, seventh grade. Yeah, because
Jeez.
those were like they were tough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What was I about to say? Oh, what club are you with now?
So I work mainly just our school club. I guess doesn't really have a name, but and then this new club called Exodus, which is he went to Penn State. It's ran by Paul Fight and Donovan Ball. They both went to Penn State, and I was working out with them kind of like in just small groups for like a year or two, starting like last year, and then they opened up their club
Mhm.
probably like a month ago. So I've just been going in there most days, and yeah, wrestle with them a lot, and it's lots of fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you feel
so
as though you get like a better learning experience with the school club or like the club?
I mean, I think it's like kind of different just because I'm wrestling like different people. Like at my our school club, like Coach Shoop, he's really good on top. So I think him on top has really helped me like definitely learn to get out of bottom a little bit better, and just he's taught me how to kind of give better pressure on top, and that's like his strong suit. And then just kind
Mhm.
of working on like yeah, I guess mainly top and bottom is what I'd say for our club. That's like his focus. He's also pretty good on his feet, so he'll help me with small things there. And then the club's just kind of a lot of play wrestling and like working on small things, just figuring things out. So I think they both help me in like different aspects of wrestling, and they both definitely go like hand in hand in each other or with each other and help me get a lot better.
Right on. Right on.
Are you part of like any other sports besides wrestling, or are you just a one sport kind of
Uh,
guy?
Not anymore. When I was younger, I did a lot of sports. Like I played
Yeah.
football for a bit, lacrosse. I think lacrosse was one of my favorites, but
Really?
I'm scared to get hurt, so I don't want to do it again, especially it being my senior year next year.
That's true.
So that was definitely one of my favorites. Played water polo in middle school. That was rough, but
I don't
um,
think I could do any of those.
that one was,
Water polo?
especially because I was pretty small still in middle school, so I'd be getting like basically drowned by these like big, like 6'4", 200-pound guys, and it was
Yeah,
terrible.
no. No, thank you.
I didn't like that, but I mean, it was still pretty fun whenever I got a little bit better. But at the beginning, it sucked.
Yeah, that's usually like all sports go though. Like in the beginning, it's a little tough just because you're like still improving. But once you're pretty good, you learn to have fun with it. Like you said during practice, don't stress yourself out when things go wrong, when your friends beat you in practice. I like that motto. I always cry when I lost that in a track meet or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Well, when I was younger, I'd cry if I like gave up a point. Even in practice, like I'd get scored on and I'd start bawling my eyes out. But then
yeah,
after COVID is when I like started to not do that anymore.
have more fun with it.
But yeah, I was definitely like a late bloomer when it comes to that type of thing. But
Yeah, so you have 2 practices tonight. So like what's your typical like training during the week? So you said you're off tomorrow. Do you train 4 days out of the week or
yeah,
4 days?
like five I think, because I lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday usually. And then I have 2 practices Monday. I'm off Tuesday. 2 practices Wednesday. Um, then I have practice just one Thursday, one Friday, and then usually one Saturday too. And then Sunday, if I feel good, I'll go roll around a little bit, and if not, I'll just take it off. It just kind of depends on the week for Sundays, but it's like 50-50 on and off.
Wow. That is a lot.
Yeah, but I
These
like it.
wrestlers make fun. Do it.
Yeah, it's lots of fun though, because I get to go see my friends a lot, and then I'll go hang out with them after and stuff like that.
Yeah, then summer's coming, so school's over. You're just gonna be training nonstop.
Yeah, I'll
Probably.
be gone
But how it goes?
summer, but
Do you travel a
so
lot? Well, obviously you travel a lot for wrestling. What was your favorite that you traveled to?
I think I don't know what my favorite was. The coolest trip I ever went on was probably Utah a couple years ago for kids nationals, just because of like the national parks and
Mhm.
like I don't know, it's just really cool out there. I mean, Vegas is always fun. Fargo actually was surprisingly one of like my favorite trips. That's always fun for no reason. I mean, there's not much to do out there, but I don't know, it's always fun.
Yeah, that's coming up in July.
Yeah, I won't be able to do that this year because we have our world team camp that same week, but
Okay.
so I'll miss out on that.
That's all right. You're on the world team.
Yeah, so that'll be a cool experience.
When
What
does
was
that
like
take place? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. All you.
No, I was just saying when's Worlds this year for U17?
We leave the 24th of July, and I think I wrestle the 29th and 30th.
What
So
country is that in?
it's in Athens in Greece. Yeah,
That's
so
so fun.
yeah, we're making a little trip out of that.
Jealous.
So
That's
that'll be
Well,
cool.
you
so
have to.
is it the same like Fargo where you have to, kind of fundraise your own trip, or does like USA Wrestling kind of spot you on that?
They sponsor at least all my stuff. Like I'm gonna try and just like raise a little money just by running camps and stuff like that, just to kind of help pay for my parents and my personal coaches if any end up coming. So because it's definitely not a cheap trip. So I'm gonna try and raise at least some money for that.
For sure. For sure. What else I was gonna say? Oh, wait. Do you like the folk style better, or obviously you're in the world team? Do you like that international style better, like freestyle type stuff?
I like the international styles because I feel like they're a lot more
Yep.
kind of carefree, and I can I can do a lot more without getting penalized as much. And I think that's
You
kind of
like
more
to
my
slam
style.
people, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
brother.
I mean, a headlock's my favorite move. That's been my favorite move since I was like probably 6 or 7. That's how I won Fargo last year. Actually, I had 2 headlocks in the finals to come back. But that's been my
Your
been my
signature
move.
move.
Yeah, it's my signature move.
Signature
How
favorite.
is that feeling? Like, winning those big tournaments like that, like winning the Open, winning the Fargo.
I mean, for me, like it's really cool. But for me, like I don't really realize it until I'm like off the mat. Because I feel like even like after the match is over, for the first like 5-10 minutes, I'm still kind of in my zone, in my head. Like I don't know, like after Fargo last year, it didn't really kick in that I actually won until probably like 20 minutes later when I was eating my ice cream. But I don't know, it's just cool. Sorry,
That's nuts. Those are big level tournaments. Like,
but yeah,
that's
it's
impressive.
yeah.
What about the school season? How'd you do at the
But it's also just kind of
PIAAs?
really cool. Like after Fargo last year, I was just like,
You with us? Oh,
I got 3rd this past year and 2nd my sophomore, and then 3rd the year before that.
oh, 3 times this. That's crazy.
Yeah. It was. I think my Wi-Fi shut off for a sec or something.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Where was he?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a 3-time placer?
Yeah, I was 3rd my freshman year,
Yep.
2nd sophomore, and then 3rd this past year.
Okay.
So
And obviously gunning for the top next year, right?
yeah, that's the goal.
And
what's
weight?
your weight class?
Yeah.
I was 107 freshman year, then 114, then 120 this past year. But I'll probably be up a little bit. I was 132 at World Team Trials.
Okay.
And then I'll probably be 129 or 135. I'm guessing next year is probably what I'll be at.
Okay. And you already committed, right?
You already committed to college,
Yeah,
Will?
I'm committed to Northwestern.
Very nice. Damani, just a round of applause.
I got him right now. Can you hear us?
Nope.
I guess he can't hear us. But
And
good thing
it's
for
just us
you
again.
guys. Good thing for you guys. I know how to sing. No, I'm just kidding.
I could put on a but wait for him
You
to
know
come
how to
back.
sing? You know how to sing?
I'm
Sing
not
us a
good.
song.
Natasha, what song?
Freestyle.
I'll do Justin Bieber.
Okay. We love that.
He's back. Don't
Yeah.
get a
All right.
freestyle.
Here we
We
go.
saved her.
Oh, did we?
All right.
Is he there?
Am I working now?
You with us?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yep, now
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
All right.
Can
Am I
you hear
back
us?
now? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing. It's not working very well for some reason,
You're
but
good. All right.
yeah.
Do you live in a city area or like a rural?
Now more like suburban, kind of. We're
Huh?
about 20 minutes from Harrisburg. It's like suburban.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not
So
far from me then.
Where are you from?
Where's that? Northwestern?
I'm like in the Westchester area, so a little like Harrisburg's probably 40 minutes from me, maybe.
Yeah, so I'm probably about an hour 15, I'm guessing, from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Damani, should we do our Serena segment? Get it some
Run it.
rapid fire. Well, you always ask that one question.
You want to start with that one?
I forget what it is. You ask.
Okay. So, would you rather?
He is.
Yeah, definitely frozen. We just got word from the producer that our guest is frozen for a sec. We'll wait for him to come back. That's it. Applause for the producer in the back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out.
All right, back to my. I will tell you one time. All right. Okay. And we're back.
We are
Perfect.
back.
Back on top. Hello.
Oh, my boys in
Yeah.
the gaming setup now.
Yeah, my phone shut off. I think it overheated, so I'm on the computer now.
Oh
I mean,
man,
Android or iPhone?
iPhone, but it's getting a little older, and it was out in the sun for a while before I got here. So
Yeah,
boy.
so probably it. All right,
Yeah.
so where were we? The rapid fire.
Oh yeah. First question. You with us?
Yep.
All right. Would you rather watch a movie with no sound or listen to a movie with no picture?
Probably listen to a movie.
There it is. There
Yeah.
it is. That's
That is a
everyone.
good one.
Everyone. If you ever choose the first one, I'm gonna judge you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to movies anyway. I kind of scroll on like TikTok or something while I'm watching.
Oh man.
So
I always get yelled at when I do that, honestly. I'm a scroller on TikTok, and I also have to always rewatch movies. I don't like watching new movies.
yeah, I don't watch movies too much anyway, so I don't really
You
have.
What?
No, I'll watch it for like 20 minutes and then I'll get bored and then go do something usually.
What are you, a gamer?
I mean, like not really, but sometimes I'm on like a Minecraft phase right now with a couple of my friends.
Okay. Will you play Steam, Xbox?
Just on my computer usually.
Okay. Okay. So you're like an elite gamer though, when you do game, because you got PC.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. I dig
Sometimes.
it. I dig it. Serena,
All right.
we'll give it back to you.
All right, so if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Invisibility.
That's a good one.
What are
I
you
think
trying
that
to
would
do with
just.
that?
I think that'd just be fun. Like I could just kind of troll my sister. Yeah, like my sister. Whenever she makes me mad, I'll just like kind of go in there and like close her doors. And
There.
Okay.
Is she younger or older?
she's younger. She's a freshman this year.
Ah, no. Big brother scaring little sister, trying to be invisible.
Yeah,
All right. Next one. What is one food that you refuse to eat?
Brussels sprouts.
I knew he was gonna say that.
They're disgusting.
Oh, she's a
They're
psychic.
actually really, really good. Maybe like put them in the air fryer and like burn them a little bit. I really, really like them.
I like when they do that. They put the Parmesan and she's on to something.
That's what I say. Give it a try. It's
Yeah,
healthy
yeah.
for you.
Oh,
It's.
I don't know
had a
Do you
about
cut
feeling.
a lot of weight?
I was during season a little bit for at least postseason. Like I walk around 135 ish. So for states, I had to make 123, but for like world team trials, I had to lose like 2-3 pounds.
Oh, that's light.
What do
How
you
do you do
think
that?
harder?
Yeah. Oh.
Cutting weight or conditioning?
Cutting weight. I think cutting weight's not like hard. It's just you need to be disciplined. I think is the big thing. And I love my food, so it gets hard sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially like I'll drive past the Panda Express that's not too far from here, and I get really tempted with something. I gotta stop myself.
Yeah, no,
Cutting
I would
weight.
never be able to
I
cut weight. I
hate
don't
cutting
think.
weight.
Yeah, no, thanks.
I have to do that all the time still. You would think like, oh, after school, cutting weight's over. Nope. It just gets even worse. So now I cut like 30 pounds. It's crazy.
That does not sound fun.
No.
Not at all. Not at all.
All right. Another question. Last song you listened to?
Um, Well, I was listening to something on the way home. Oh, Sarah's Place, I think, by Zach Bryan. I
Oh,
think was
okay.
my
So you're
last song.
okay. Ours was just Justin Bieber one time when we lost you for a minute.
Oh, I
You were gone for a little bit. We were jamming out by ourselves. Um, what is another one? Are you? Let's see. Let's. Damon, you have any good ones? Oh, what's your hidden talent? That's a good one, I guess.
I can walk on my hands
For how long?
a long time. So I we
That's
used to
a
do it as
wrestling
a
thing.
yeah, we
Yeah.
used to do it as
Not a wrestler.
a warm up for practice, and now I can go like probably down and back on most wrestling mats on my
Yep.
hands.
That's crazy. Damon, can you do that?
Yeah.
Let's see you do it right now.
Me, I don't have that much space in here.
I
He
would
gonna beat
break
me
my
up.
neck. I would break my neck. Well, do you have any like besides Worlds in July? Do you have any other upcoming like events that you're gonna be wrestling in?
Yeah, I'm doing the junior duels for Team PA in July or June. I leave, I think like the 16th of June, and I'm wrestling 132 there. So I have to make 132, and then a couple of days later 136. So that shouldn't be too bad, I don't think.
Where's that at?
It's in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay, Wisconsin.
Yeah, so that'll be
I like Wisconsin. You gotta get the cheese curds.
yeah. I do like their cheese curds.
They're good. Yeah, I was in Wisconsin. When was I there? November? I think I was there in November. Like I don't even know where I was. I flew into Madison.
Oh yeah,
So it's very flat there, I realized, compared to PA.
yeah.
When we
I've
were
been
driving
there.
for the hills.
Yeah, I've been there quite a few times for kids nationals when I was younger. Probably like 10 years old, I bet.
Yeah, that was the first time I was there. I just stayed at the hotel the entire time and
Yeah.
then got cheese curds there.
Yeah, well, sounds like a fun night.
Yeah. Damani, what else we got?
I was just gonna ask, like, obviously you still have another year in high school, but like what is your outlook on college? Like what are some of the goals you have going in to such a, prominent program and entering the Big Ten and stuff like that? How do you feel?
I mean, I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, the end goal in college is NCAA champ and All American, so that's just kind of what I'm working towards.
Yep.
And then also just kind of being at Northwestern, I think is a really good academic setting. So just think the main thing for me is going to be balancing my academics and my wrestling because I think that's kind of an adjustment everyone needs to make
Yep.
going into a D1 level, especially in like a good academic school. So, but just being able to go out to Northwestern and kind of be the best I can and always learn new things, both wrestling and school wise, and hopefully come out of there an NCAA champ with a good degree.
Hey man.
Do you know where
And
you're going to study?
yeah,
Uh,
that's what I was gonna ask.
I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm thinking maybe economics or engineering, but
Ooh.
because I like math a lot, so those are my two that I'm looking at right now, but I haven't really decided yet.
Yeah, you could always decide closer to, I'm sure. I know a lot of people that change their major more than once. So
Yeah.
whatever makes you happy during college. You changed your major twice? 3 times?
No, I changed twice, but I had to do the same major twice as well, so that sucks.
That
What does that mean?
Like I did the communications, and then when I transferred, it got reset, so I had to do it again, and then I put on the marketing on top of that. But
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that sucks.
I just want marketing. Business. Easy.
yeah.
So
What do you want to do after college? Like, do you want to continue to make a push for like the Olympic teams and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, I think I'll probably want to do that. I mean, I'm not 100% sure as of right now, or I guess what
Yep.
I'm going to be doing after college. But as of right now, that's the goal. Just make a few world teams, Olympic teams, and hopefully win.
Yeah, and we
yeah.
see so many kids so young, like at the senior level now. Do you feel like even as like a high school senior, you'll try to make like the senior world team?
Um, I'm pretty sure you have to be 18 or like turning 18 that year. So I guess
Uh,
next year I'll be able to try that. I don't know. I haven't really talked to my parents about it too much. I mean, I think that'd be cool. Just go out and wrestle like all the guys I've been watching growing up. And then I think it'll just be a really good learning experience and a lot of fun just being able to wrestle them and just kind of see where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure. And didn't that one kid, I think he's from Cali, one of the twins, didn't he make the senior team?
The one Rainey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made the senior world team, I think, for Greco at 55 kilos, maybe. I wrestled his brother in Vegas last year.
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of kicked my butt, but sorry.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You'll get on the next one.
Yeah, they're tough. They're from Kentucky too.
Oh, Kentucky, not even Cali? I thought
Yeah.
That's wild. You don't really see too many guys coming out of Kentucky like that.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. We got any more questions for this guy out of the segment?
I guess I'll ask one more. If you could wrestle any celebrity, who would that be? Doesn't have to be a wrestler. It could be your favorite celebrity.
LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah.
You think you got him?
I think I got him.
He a big dog, though.
He's like, ooh.
Yeah, I think I could catch him off guard. I think I'm a little faster, at least wrestling wise. I think I could catch him off guard here and there.
That's
He's
true.
like
Demond, what about you?
I don't know. What celebrity? Oh, see, I'm gonna stay in my weight range because LeBron like 240. I would definitely say I don't know, maybe like Michael B. Jordan. I think I'd take him out.
You think so?
Yeah, especially I need some of his clout. I need some of his people to follow me.
Yeah.
Did anyone see that new movie? Oh, you guys don't like watching new movies?
No, I do. I've been wanting to see it. I didn't see that one.
I heard it was crazy.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I heard it's really good. The last movie I just saw was Thunderbolts. If you guys are Marvel people, I recommend it.
It's good? It's good?
Very good. So good.
Okay.
Do you like Marvel, Will?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched much Marvel recently, but I used to watch a lot of them.
You're too busy training.
Yeah.
You have like 3 practices, and then you go out to eat at like 8 p.m. That's late.
Yeah.
That's past my bedtime.
Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. See if I can find it.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely in theaters.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, you have to go to theaters to watch it, but maybe that'll be your Sunday reset.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I think, should I ask one more? Let's see what ChatGPT gave us. Your go-to pump song, we listened to that. That is Eye of the Tiger. All right, last one. Sweet or salty snacks?
Sweet.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Damani? What's yours?
Definitely sweet. Definitely sweet.
Mine's also sweet. Every time I eat, I have to eat chocolate. It's actually bad. I'm gonna get so many calories. But that's it for me. That's all. That's Serena's segment, everybody. Where's the sound?
Well, I got you.
Perfect. Well, Damani, do you have anything else?
I mean, yeah, we're just kind of, wrapping up here. We would just say, what's your mindset going into some of these events? How do you prep yourself? Like, what advice would you give, the next gen coming up to help them on the mental side of things?
I would say just not to worry too much on results and more just kind of focus on being the best that you can. And if you lose, you lose. And I mean, there's not much you can really do about it after. So just kind of focused on the next best thing. That happened for me at States this past year. I lost in double overtime in the quarters and then had to just kind of mentally reset and come back for third. I mean, obviously it's not really what I wanted, but just get the best that I can and use what I learned use what I learned to kind of go forward and get better.
Yeah, that's good. That's the right thing to say, get the next best thing. And other than that, man, we're super excited to, see what happens for you in these next few months. Excited that we got to spend some time with you on here. And, we want you to plug your socials to let people know how to find you.
Detar Will on Instagram. Go follow.
Detar, that's how you say it?
Yeah, Detar Will. I think that's my ad on Instagram. So.
Okay.
Perfect. We will tag you.
All right.
And yeah, we'll put that in. Everyone go follow him.
Go follow him. Go
Comment.
follow the podcast. Yup. What Serena said, like, comment, subscribe. You already know the spiel. But other than that, it's been nice having my boy on here. It's been nice being on here for another episode of the Address of Champions Wrestling Podcast. And from the best people you ever seen on camera, we're going to holler at you. All right?
All right. See you guys next week.
We'll talk to you guys.